Hi gang, just a quick video today. Today's Thursday. I did manage to sleep fairly well. I slept in chunks. The reason why I mentioned it is because on Wednesday I had a really bad day. I had such a tremendous day with getting slammed with depression. And it's linked to what's described as a dysphoria. And the term dysphoria is basically based on Greek words, which means sort of like an unbearable burden. And so it's the type of thing where there's a lot of depression, sort of like tied to grief and things like that. So yesterday was really rough. I mean, it literally was the type of thing in which it harkened back to late August and September when I was having a mental breakdown, in which it literally was the depression, which was very much akin to grief, literally was physical. There was physical pain associated with it. Yesterday I had something that I had back in August, in which it literally feels like electrified ants are running all over my skin. All over. It's just this. I know it's a weird feeling. So I'm glad I don't have it right now. So the day was pretty wild. I managed to force myself to go out. I had errands to take care of, and what I found was that in trying to speak to people, particularly earlier in the day, it was literally the type of thing where I stammered so much it was almost impossible to speak. I would start to say something and then get caught on a word and not be able to say the word. And I'd have to stop and sort of almost step outside of myself, sort of reconfigure my thoughts, and then come back in and then try and make whatever the statement or question or request was. It was really very frightening. I have been depressed a few times, but the depth of that was just remarkable. And like I said, as it harkened back to the breakdown in August and September, and it really made me feel awful. So anyway, and so it looks like normally I would have my therapy session on Friday, but my therapist is traveling, and her flight is coming in really late, and so she's going to be unable to have the session on Friday. So it looks like we're going to switch it over to Saturday. So looks like Saturday at noon I'll have a therapy session. So, and that'll be interesting, as I've got a number of things to discuss. So, as usual, it's always tough because I start off with something and then very difficult to veer off of that subject and get onto something else. It usually is kind of an in-depth thing. So I have to, I almost have to choose carefully. It's like, what are you going to talk about? So, anyway. So that's about it. Just a quick catch up. This one, a short video. If anybody's wondering about dysphoria, Try looking it up on Wikipedia. They seem to have a pretty good, it's a short little thing, but it really does nail a lot of what's going on when you have dysphoria. So I would sort of recommend it. Or, and then if you do that one, then you might want to consider looking it up and checking it out in a few other places. So there was a psychology place that website that had a pretty good definition too. So, and then other than that, I got that holder thing for the whoa. Here we go. That's the thing. This is the called the Ringer shock mount, and it really looks like old style radio. Mr. and Mrs. America and all the ships at sea. So anyway, I got that and I was able to hook it up. Took a little bit to try and figure it out, so no instructions, but I was able to work through it. So it looks really cool. I'm really enjoying it. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.